Don't you worry, don't you cry. I can promise it gets better in time. Keep your head up, keep your shine. Hold my hand up, it gets better in time.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, babe, hit the subscribe button because you're gonna want to stay. If you're returning, hey besties, it's so good to see you guys again. It's Meal Prep Saturday and I'm hitting you guys with 3 quick, easy, and delicious recipes that are sure to help you on your health and fitness journey. We have a very brief intro today because I recognize that it still sounds a little bit echoey in here. So today I'm gonna be sharing a breakfast bowl that's packed with protein, flavor, and is super easy to make. For meal 2, we have a super flavorful, high protein pasta salad that's packed with veggies and shrimp. And then for a little dessert option, I am making a healthier version of a peanut butter Twix bar. If you guys are not Twix people, you will be by the end of this video. You guys can pause here to read my disclaimer. You already know the drill. Recipes linked down below in the description box, and the macros for each individual meal that I make will be posted at the very end of that meal. So follow the timestamps below just in case you get triggered by macros. I want you to come get some fresh ideas and leave exactly with what you came for. Remember, my recipes and my meal prep videos are just to give you creative inspiration to spice up your meals and make healthy eating fun. Or more tolerable. I don't know if it's really fun. But yeah, anyways, without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and jump into this video. So we are getting right on into this breakfast and we are making some super quick and easy breakfast bowls using every single shortcut I could think of. So you're gonna need some egg whites, some Jimmy Dean's or any kind of turkey sausage, eggs, and some frozen potatoes. Trader Joe's was coming through. So basically, I'm just gonna take 3 servings of the potatoes, and you saw that, right? Like, as soon as I turn on this camera, we just start. I guess we're starting early today. Pop them in the air fryer at 370 degrees for about 18 minutes. You don't need any seasonings, just trust me on this. Then we're gonna crack 6 eggs, and you know what? Shell is in, okay? If you didn't know, shell is in these days. It gives a little extra razzle dazzle, a little bit of extra crunch, a little bit of protein, you know what I mean? Maybe you shouldn't do that, but you know what? Shell ain't never hurt nobody. So to my eggs, I'm going to add 1 cup of liquid egg whites and season just with salt. I don't like to do too much with my eggs. I just like to keep it simple. Any other seasonings that I like to add, I will add on after they are already cooked. I just really like the way a vibrant yellow scrambled egg looks. So yeah, you're basically just going to keep whisking the eggs. I swore I was whisking these eggs for 30 minutes and the yolks were just not breaking. I also probably needed a bigger bowl because, as you can see, I was already playing with myself. But this time I'm pretty sure I spilled. Look at it. Just look at this. Oh, it makes me mad just looking back at this footage. Yeah, like why? I really can cook, I think. I thought I had okay technique, but I guess not. So just keep whisking until everything is all cohesive, and then it's time to cook them. But first, let me get my super dead flowers. Somebody said, why are your flowers not standing in attention? And that really took me out. I don't know why. I don't know why. It was just giving dead. I don't know. But anyway, let's move that and scramble these eggs. Y'all know how to scramble eggs. Don't be like me, okay? Get you a pan that has a handle on it. Mine broke at my last apartment, and when I moved, I literally did not know where the handle and the little screw went. So I don't know why I even use this pan. Oh my gosh, let's start with that. Why did I use this pan? Because like, it's not like I could touch it. Anyway, go ahead and scramble some eggs. I like mine scrambled hard. I don't want them to be like wet. That's just not me. And then get a regular spoon. Don't use a spatula, because like, it was only picking up like 2 little pieces of eggs. I got my little pot holder that Target charged me like $37,000 for. And then I picked up the pan and I just poured my eggs in there. And then I'm gonna move right on to my turkey sausage using the same pan that I just cooked them eggs in, because I'm not doing multiple dishes. I'm not doing it. And I added a little bit of olive oil. You don't have to use olive oil, but it just doesn't sit right with me when sausages are like ashy, like crispity ashy, but not in the good way. I feel like I don't want them to be dry, so I just put a little bit of olive oil. And make sure you slosh the oil around just like I am, because clearly we just want to be popped and have those cute little burn blisters on us, because I don't know why I'm like this, but I could have been a little bit more gentle. And they're gonna play around with me for a little bit because they want to be rolling all over the place, not getting brown. And you know what? It's okay. As long as you get it done, that's fine. I'm just not a person that can eat the turkey sausage right out of the package. That's just giving raw to me, even though I know it's cooked. Get some good color on it, and then we're gonna go ahead and drain off that extra olive oil and then set them aside. Now it's time for my favorite part, which is assembly. You guys can find these glass containers on my Amazon storefront. I'm gonna start with the potatoes, and I told myself that I was not going to spill anything in any other compartment, but look. Very sickening. Anyway, we're gonna follow up with the sausages. I'm adding 4 in each, and then I'm gonna put about 1.5 cups of the eggs into the large part. And here I said, don't play with me, egg, please just get back in there. And it did, it cooperated, thank you Lord. So but there we go with it on the counter. I don't really know. This also is going really, really fast as I'm trying to narrate, so I'm sorry. But this is the breakfast bowl. I did not put the spinach in here because I served it with like a bed of spinach with a little bit of lemon juice because I just wanted to be able to heat everything up in this container. So if you think that this has no vegetables at the time, you're right. But I did serve it over a bed of greens to get my greens in or my veggies in for the day. So these are the macros, and yeah. Now it's time for pasta salad, which I feel like has been highly requested. So these are the ingredients. I'm using some shrimp, the seasonings of your choice, a bag of broccoli, which should have been asparagus, but we won't talk about it, some light balsamic vinaigrette, bonza pasta, a red onion, a red pepper, and a little bit of olive oil. This is everything you need. So to start off, we're gonna season our shrimp. I'm using a tablespoon of olive oil. Use it, don't use it. That's completely up to you, but I don't like dry protein. And then I'm seasoning with the following seasonings. Feel free to omit or to add whatever fits your palate. Remember, over here, we season with love. And if you love a specific seasoning, use it, babe. I don't care what it is. Use as much of it as you want. I would take it easy on the sodium ones, but all them other ones, go to town, girl. You're gonna go ahead and give them a really good mix and then allow them to sit for about 30 minutes so that all of the flavors from the seasonings have time to really marinate the shrimp. Now it's time to prep some veggies. So I'm going to take out the ribs and seeds of an entire red bell pepper, but I'm only going to be using half of this red bell pepper. I'm going to wash the inside and then remove any of the rib part that I didn't get out. And then I'm going to thinly slice it. And I mean thin, okay? I sped this up, but I was really kind of taking my time because I really wanted them to be thin. Also, I probably shouldn't have left them in such long strips, but either way, it tasted okay. But if you want it to be more bite-sized, you can just cut them in half. Then I'm going to add my pasta to the water and then follow up with salt because apparently you're not supposed to salt the water first. I'm just kidding. You're supposed to salt the water first. Anyway, I was praying that this water didn't play in my face and boil over because that really would have been my 13th reason. But in Jesus' name, it didn't overflow and we were good. I'm just gonna go ahead and stir it occasionally over the next 7 minutes. I didn't want it to be super, super soft. And then once it was completely boiled, you know the drill. But I'm actually really excited because I bought myself a colander. Haven't had one of these since I've like lived on my own. So I'm really, really excited that I can use it. So I was really proud of it. Anyway, rinse the pasta off with cold water. I'm getting ahead of myself here. I'm getting too in depth with this, but rinse it off with cold water and allow it to drain. Now we're getting back to our veggies after I was rudely interrupted by the pasta water boiling so quickly. I'm going to thinly slice about 1/4 of a red onion and then also cut up some broccoli, which I said should have been asparagus. My nana used to make a version of this and it was literally so bomb and she always used asparagus, but apparently there's like an asparagus strike. I went to 3 grocery stores and nobody has had any luck getting asparagus. So if you guys could please point me in the direction of the nearest grocery store in Maryland that has asparagus, please let me know because Trader Joe's, Aldi, and Sprouts, none of them had it, which was crazy. Chop them, wash them, set them aside. Now we are getting into cooking our shrimp. Please, again, don't be like me. Be better than me. Get a bigger pan. You know what?
I can't believe I'm really out here about to show you guys this, that I stuffed all these shrimp in one small pan and then had the audacity to try to get them all in a single layer. I was just really out here struggling, okay? I just wanted to get it done. But you know what? Shrimp doesn't take that long. It took about maybe like 4 or 5 minutes, and that was that. So just pretend y'all ain't see that. Just cook y'all shrimp. Now, it's time to assemble. Again, I should have cut the onions and the peppers in half, but you know what? It's okay. We all make mistakes. And I'm adding all of it to a bowl, topping it off with 1 cup of the light balsamic dressing. You can add more, you can add less, completely up to you. I said, why not add a full cup? Because it's the light version. You know what? Like, let's just have a little bit of fun, okay? We're splitting it in between 4 servings anyway, so it's fine. Then I seasoned with a little bit of black pepper and red chili flakes, and we are good to go. Now moving on to the assembly part. I didn't spill nothing, I don't think. Oh wait, I might have spilled something with the shrimp when I put the shrimp. I also, oh yeah, you see it? Ooh, Jesus, I see that little bit of juice there. But I didn't mix the shrimp in intentionally because I wanted to make sure that I could count out my weigh out my protein to get the most accurate macro count. And this is the pasta salad, y'all. She's so good. So do y'all like Twix candy bars? If you don't, I'm about to put you onto a fire, healthy peanut butter Twix bar, and these are all the ingredients you're gonna need. You need some peanut butter, coconut oil, maple syrup, salt, almond flour, vanilla, all the works. If I missed something, which I probably did because this is moving actually kind of fast. You're gonna add to a bowl for your little shortbread mixture. You're adding some almond flour. Make sure you pack it in there real good, just like you would brown sugar. Add a little bit of vanilla, some maple syrup, and some, what kind of oil did I say this was? Oh, coconut oil. Y'all, this is going by so fast. And then you're going to mix it until you get these well combined but also big crumbles. This is what you want, like a crumbly cookie kind of texture. And then you're going to go ahead and pop it in an 8x8 pan. I lined mine with some parchment paper because who has time to be doing all this work just for the product to stick? Yeah, no, not me. So you're gonna go ahead and pop the crumble mixture in there, and then you can use your hands, you can use your measuring cup, you can use a spatula to go ahead and press this down into one even layer. And then we're gonna pop it in the oven for 10 minutes at 350 degrees or until you start to smell it. This part right here was pretty much the beginning of the end. All right, so y'all see the size of this pan? Just get a bigger one. We're making the peanut butter filling, peanut butter caramel filling. So I just popped in some coconut oil. I know y'all saw that peanut butter just fall, because it can never let me be great. Obviously peanut butter, maple syrup, and then it called for a teaspoon of vanilla, but who just wants a teaspoon of vanilla? Not me. So we put about a tablespoon. We season with love over here, even when we're baking. And then followed up with some salt. And this time we're just gonna whisk and whisk. And there we go. There's spillage number 1. We're gonna keep whisking again, and spillage number 2. Okay, great. And then I'm gonna whisk, and I don't want you guys to see it clearly. That's why my hand is in the shot. Yeah, yeah. I'll be more considerate next time. Anyway, just keep on whisking, right? We think everything is good. Everything's looking all good and cohesive. This is where I started to panic, okay? Yeah, yeah, and you know what? Let it just sit there like I did and get a shot of it, because you want your house to smell like burnt peanut butter. You want it to smoke. Oh, and don't forget, look at whatever else is already on the burner. Like, you know what? The peanut butter is done. It's done. It's done. After you make your peanut butter mixture, you do want to make sure that your crust is a little bit cooled. I allowed mine to cool for 15 minutes before I put the peanut butter mixture on, and then you're going to spread it into an even layer, and you're going to pop it in the not the microwave. You're going to pop it in the refrigerator for 30 minutes to an hour. Or if you're impatient, you can pop it in the freezer for about 30 minutes. Then we're gonna get into a little chocolate ganache, and look at this disrespectful chocolate chip. Oh! Put some coconut oil in there, microwave it, mix it up really good. I like to mix mine up so it gets extra shiny and smooth, and you're just gonna keep mixing. There's like a lot of steps, lots of processes in this, but trust me, you guys, I ate 3 of these bars this morning, so we're about to head to the gym after this. Look at the chocolate. If it's chocolate, it's for me. Don't you just like wanna bathe in it? Like, it just looks delicious. Anyway, this is a few hours later, and I'm putting on the chocolate, and I'm going to spread it out evenly with a spatula. You can use a spoon, you can use a knife, you can use whatever you want. That's your business, okay? Definitely lick the spatula when you're done, because how dare you waste chocolate like that. And then you're gonna pop this in the fridge. I let mine sit overnight. That's just me. You don't have to do that, but you should let it sit for another at least 30 minutes. Now, this is the next day, and it's really good, really set and firm. I love this for me. I'm just gonna peel back the parchment paper, and then I heated up my knife under a little bit of hot water so that I didn't really crack the chocolate shell stuff on top, because that would just break my heart. And as you see here, it's starting to be disrespectful and crack a bit, but that's okay. Pretend you don't see it. Just pretend, okay? Use your imagination. And then I'm gonna go ahead and cut this into 16. So basically, like, I just cut it in half, and then I'm having all of the other halves that I make. And y'all, when I tell you, you're probably just gonna wanna make this recipe all the time and not even waste your money, because they're so good. The shortbread on the bottom actually really surprised me. Like, look at her. A masterpiece. A literal masterpiece. Ugh. I really outdid myself with this one, I feel like. Now, don't grind me up, but my containers are a little bit too small. I was only able to fit 4 in this one, and that's perfect because I'm gonna leave 4 out for the week so I can have 1 a day. This next one, I was just putting them in there because I'm like, y'all are going in the freezer. They're good to hold up in the freezer for about 1 to 2 months, so feel free to freeze as many of them as you would like. But y'all, that's the Twix.
Alright guys, so that's going to conclude this week's meal prep. If you guys enjoyed it, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Also be sure to turn on your post notifications. That way you can be notified every time your girl drops a new video. And until next time, babes, I'll see you in my next.